something wrong with society. Another media casualty. Well, here's a dose of reality in the small town mentality.
Welcome to Small Town Mentality Podcast. I'm your host, Ben. Randy is not here today, but I do have two great guests, podcast friends of mine for years and years. Comedian Adam Nutter is here, and that motherfucker, Jodie B.
Hey guys.
What up?
What's shaking?
Adam is from Cult of Us, and Jodie B is from Po Boys Podcast.
Yeah. What's going on,
buddy?
The podcast community is all together again, kind of.
Does it not feel weird to say, like, I've known these guys for years, and it's not just being facetious? Like, I've literally known you for like 4 years now, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, 3 or 4. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're in the
That's
same
pretty
place
wild.
we were.
Yeah.
The same place we were 4 years ago.
Yeah, failure.
for
Bottom of the
100%.
bucket. It's where we belong, though. You know, I feel
I didn't say
comfortable
that
there.
we've progressed, guys. I just said that we've known each other that long and watched each other go nowhere.
I feel comfortable being a dumpster fire. That's where that's my lane.
We watched each other go from nothing to mediocrity.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
my
man.
way
I
right
thrive
from the
mediocrity.
beginning. Yeah, I'm not scared.
I'm better than most. I'm better than some, but not better than a lot. So I'd be like, well, I'm better than most. So yeah, I'd be like, I got something to work forward to.
I wish his internet was better than most. This is the first time in a long time that my internet hasn't sucked.
Yeah. Should have gone to the studio. Adam's got a pretty nice studio.
I
What are you
know.
gonna do? Actually, I actually have great internet. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have like the best wireless internet. I don't know why it's doing this.
You're on
Oh.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
It's probably
By the
because you're
way.
on Wi-Fi. Yeah, you got to be hard.
Jody's giving him
Well-
shit. And he's like, actually, I've got the best internet ever that ever existed. So, no.
Stop fucking around. Go tell your wife
and
to stop watching Netflix.
And my dad can give your dad too. Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't want to go upstairs because I don't want to bother her and the dog. So I was down in the kitchen. Now here we are with my internet
This
being
is
covered.
the best you've ever sounded.
It's pretty good.
All right, well, it's also fair. I don't know. I mean, I'm trash. He's right. Band Brain's not wrong. he's
It'll work
not wrong.
out. Dude, for the first 2 years, they gave me shit every single fucking time. And I would not even do video, and my internet would still chop out and be shitty. And yeah, it was the bane of my existence for a very long time.
Yeah. We used to do like a lot more shows, like group shows. And I remember your internet always sucked. We haven't done like a big giant group show in a while, but I think you said you were planning something like that.
Because
Right.
You want to say that again?
I said you were planning a big show like that for your birthday.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a roast. Adam's going to be the host with the mostest. It's going to be fun.
You know what's annoying already about this roast? I've asked, I don't know, four times in that group chat, hey, can you guys send me some shit that I need to write about, like pictures and like a little bio because I got to do a good hosting job. And they're like, yeah. No one sent me a thing.
So that's
So I don't know. What do you want me to do?
you know what I do? Adam, this is what I do. When people don't send me ammunition, I just make shit up.
I'll call everybody a pedophile. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's a pedophile.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're in a much better position to give me something to go with, because if not, you're going to get my imagination, and my imagination is way worse than whatever you're going to tell me.
No, what I'm gonna do? This is what I want, because like I don't want to do it, but I kind of want to do this. If no one helps in this fucking roast, I'm going to get me, and I'm gonna get two of my best friends I know who are good at writing roasts. I'm gonna recruit them, and we are gonna eviscerate everybody in that fucking roast. That's what we're gonna fucking do. I'm gonna sit down with two of them, and we're gonna go, here's everybody's pictures, here's everybody's podcast. Let's make shit up. That's what I'm gonna fucking do it, because I have two fucking aces up my sleeve that I could go to if I need to. I won't go to them if you guys just give me your shit. I'll just use my own self. But if you force me to, I will go to Rob Cruz and Tom Corliss, who are two very good comics, who are two very good roast battlers, who will fuck your world up.
They still got a few weeks. They'll warm up. Ben knows the deal. Like when you get into group chats, man, it's hard. It's like herding cats, dude. Like
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, in just about every roast I've been in, I've been that guy. Like I've been the person like organizing and trying to work shit out in the group that everybody else joins in and tries to get shit in. But I'm not doing it this time, guys. Like that's not my job. My job is to sit back and watch you work. And if you don't, I'm gonna fuck you up.
The Delvin Cox roast was like that, like trying to get everybody's info, but everybody finally gave it up. But it took like up until like the last 3 days.
Yeah, well, that's why I set it a month in advance. So it's kind of like a project, man. If you didn't put time into it, then that's on you at this point.
I've been invited, but I don't know how to write jokes, so or be funny for that matter.
Well, he really does, Ben. I mean, it's not one of those things.
I mean, roasts are pretty much like be mean. There you go. Like, can you do that? Like, you're happy
to be mean on like an online setting with, like a faceless. You're just like commenting on people's shit, that sort of thing.
I've thought about that before, like just random roasting, like just pick a picture and then see who can do it the best. Like that would be fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
They just start posting pictures of yourself on Twitter, and
they have the Reddit roast me thing. They have the Reddit roast me page.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it would be
a Reddit roasting page.
Like
wait a second.
Reddit has a page. This is roast me, and people who like hold up signs is like roast me, do the best you can, and they just get fucking lit up in the comments.
You're telling me that Reddit isn't just for porn?
Yeah, come on now.
I've only used Reddit for conspiracy theories. I don't know what Reddit is for otherwise.
No. Well,
I only use Reddit to look up aliens under the ice caps in the poles and fucking and how the media control stuff and the Fed's evil. That's what I look up on Reddit. And you use porn on Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit does not interest me because I think you have to write to be able to read at a certain point, and I don't like all that.
No, you don't.
What is it?
I just use it for r/TikTok porn where girls do TikTok dances naked.
That's pretty good. I got no problem with that. How about the Bust It Challenge? Can we have a fucking round of applause for the Bust It Challenge this year?
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. I am gonna ruin the fun. That's what makes me uncomfortable with TikTok. Is I'm 34, and it's like that girl's probably 18. And that creeps me out.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good enough.
I get it. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm saying it's for me personally. I'm like, I just don't. I get creeped. Yeah, the older chicks are fine. You know, I was creeped out. But like, also, it's like I don't know. I think I'm just old. I think I'm just old.
A lot of people are using it to build their brand and.
No, I have it. I mean,
Often I want to make videos. I literally have no belief in myself, like ever.
Dude, I feel like it's a prefix, like a pretense for TikTok now, is it's for young people. So that's why I have a hard time with porn on there, like you said, is because I'm going to bet that 40% of them are probably out of my preferred demographic.
At least Adam went the right way. He's like, I think she's 18. Most people are like, I hope she's not. So I mean, he went the right way in age.
Yeah, well, I'm not a psychopath or a pedophile, so yeah, I hope I would say that. But like, dude, it's just I don't know. I'm just at that age where I'm just like, it's creepy. Also, the thing with TikTok is like, okay, so it's like, yeah, it's good for comedy. It is, I get it, but I don't have that TikTok comedy brain where it's like quick bits. Like that's not how I think. Like I put out 2 videos that got like no views, like I have like 100, 200 views, and then the third one I put out got like 1,200. I was like, okay. And here's the thing: I don't have any ideas after that video. Like I was like,
I've got a couple.
I was like, I have no video, I have no ideas. This isn't the platform for my comedy. Like, especially my stand-up is like longer form joke telling. It's like not quick. Like it's not who I am. So it's hard for me. And like even Neil, my fucking co-host and Cult, like that's more of his style of comedy, like quick, stupid one-line shit. And like he's having a hard time like tracking on TikTok. Like his videos are like having a hard time. And like, but his shit's like when I watch his videos, I'm like, this is what TikTok was for. like that's what
you kind of have to,
you know.
You kind of have to niche down, I think, to find your area. Most people like do the same thing over and over and over again, or a variation of that thing that are popular on there.
And then, like, I also hate, like, the unoriginality in TikTok.
Yeah.
It's just a copycat thing. And, like, especially, like, as a comic, and especially all podcasters, too, we should all feel that urge to be creative, you know? and like the fact that he's on TikTok and I see people just voice overing like Bill Burr's bit and getting like 100,000 likes. I'm like, you're just lip syncing a great comics act. Why are you
I've
getting
seen
this much
stuff like
clout?
that. Yeah.
It
That's
pisses
a
me off.
thing?
It pisses
That
me off.
happens a
Yeah,
lot?
big time. Oh, big time. Yeah. So, and they're not like stealing the material. They're not like claiming it to be their own. But they'll just do this thing where like it's Bill Burr's audio, and they're just like sitting down like I would be at their phone, just like this, just being like, "And what's up with the driving?" And but they're just lip syncing his bit, and they'll be like 50,000 views. It's like, but why are you getting clout for his? Just go watch Bill Burr. Like, why are
Yeah.
you getting recognition off of his greatness? That shit bothers me to no end. The
I guess it
unoriginality.
works though, right?
Maybe you should
What's
just lip sync Bill Burr.
I guess it works
Yeah,
though,
right.
right? Maybe you should start lip
Sure.
syncing some of your favorite comedians.
Maybe. I'll do tree spits.
Well, I'm just
Like,
saying, Adam, if you can't beat them, join them. At this point, if they're not getting sued for it, then if it gets more eyes on you, maybe they'll
Well, yeah,
see
'cause
some of your other shit. You know?
They're not claiming it to be their own. They're doing it very blatantly. Like, but it's just like, it's like, why even make the video?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like, I
like,
just,
at
I
this
don't know.
point,
As a
people would know-
creative, I hate it.
Well, I get that, but at the same time, as a professional, you have to understand. Like sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to build an audience, and it's better than suck a dick on camera.
Well, that's what I have to do.
Yeah,
to
that's what
build an
Ben does.
audience. Yeah, that's
Suck a
what-
dick?
Yeah.
On camera? Damn, Ben.
He said
It was rough.
sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do, but it built
Listen.
an audience. So.
He's gonna have to suck about 10 or 12 of them in a row. I saw him post a picture the other day with his wife. They got matching trucks, which is gay, but it's also
Gay.
pretty sweet. Like I really appreciate that. It was nice.
Do you have clips out there? I don't know if I've ever seen your stand up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a clip. I have a clip pinned to my Twitter.
You got the psychiatrist clip.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever wanted to see your stand up, Nutter.
Oh damn.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to do my stand up. I don't like to post a lot of stuff. I feel like if you just throw all your shit out, it's like, why would anybody even ever want to come see you? Like, I don't know. So I'll
Well,
just post like a
sometimes-
clip here or there.
Yeah, sometimes clips are the ones that take off. Then the reason why.
No,
people
no, for sure. But that's why I'll do it here or there. But I won't just do like people. Some comics will just do like just keep putting clips of the whole act. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine.
Depends on if it's out
famous,
yet or
that's
not.
Not bad. Yeah.
If you're famous,
somebody-
doesn't matter. But I'm not talking
Yeah.
about famous. I'm talking about people like in my position who are like mid-level dudes who are like, trying to become headliners or whatever. It's like just like again, like middles, like me. Like I'm like fucking middle, right? So it's like
just
what
a
are you
whole
doing?
bunch of middles.
It's like, what are you doing? Like you don't have an internet, dickhead. Like save that
Yeah.
shit. Like So yeah, I'll throw a clip here or there, but I try to keep most of it like, no, come out and see it if you want to see it. But I mean,
I like the therapist bit. You say like a lot, but who am I to fucking say that somebody says like a lot?
I actually changed that since last year. It's a little
Yeah.
different now.
You knew.
That's a year old.
I'm not telling you anything you didn't fucking know. Like I get it because I've been on stage 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And it's unbearable for a moment, like that stress and stuff. So
No,
using
that
something
was
is
actually
probably
at the time of the filming that was actually new,
yeah,
and I was trying to
still
work it,
Well, yeah.
and I was very much working it out in the moment, and my likes were my pause in my brain. So I was trying
like to hear it polished up because
I hate doing that shit.
Pretty good.
Thanks, but I mean, if you want to play, I just fucking hate being like, look at my comedy, it's fucking gay. But it's not my show, so you guys can do what the fuck you want. But yeah, but now I have that bit. It's a lot cleaner. I just told it a week ago, and it was a lot better.
Nice. Have to check it
Thanks
That's
for that
what it's-
comment, Harry. I'm stuck in the 90s, so that's just
Same,
that's what it
brother.
is.
Same. I'm also stuck in the 90s.
Speaking of shirts, is that a
out.
shit happens when you party naked shirt that you got on there, Jodie B?
It is. It's a
It
shout
is.
out to Jason Elmy, recently driven underground to the dredges.
I
of
was just gonna
Patreon.
say, he's a mole person now.
Rest in
Because
peace.
of corporate America.
Was he not
Crony
podcasting
capital is
anymore?
bad at me.
Oh, you haven't heard
He
about
had to take it to Patreon.
No.
Yeah, Jason, and I don't know enough details to like give it away, I don't think. But Jason works, he has a day job where he works with a bunch of women.
boy.
Oddly enough. He's a fitness consultant kind of thing, like they're in
Yeah.
nutrition and shit. So that's
Him
the deal.
being around women's not the best idea, but okay.
Well, and they're probably hot, stuck up, vegan bitches too. And that's the thing is somehow, some way, some new girl happened upon his podcast
Uh-oh.
and reported him for like misogynistic
Mhm.
content behavior and shit,
Yeah.
which is
like him.
hilarious. Listen, out of all the things that Jason Alme said,
I know.
I've heard him say in public on a podcast, misogyny is so far down the list of the
Yeah.
things that I would think would get him fired.
True.
But I guess, yeah, this lady's never even met him. But the thing is old Master Jason there, he fucking leads with his government name. And I've said that to him in private now. I'm like, Jason, maybe get an alias. You know what I'm saying? Because when you type in Jodie B or whatever, podcast, whatever, you'll get everything I've ever fucking done. But if you type in my first and last name, it's mostly chicks. You get about 25 chicks, and then after that, like I might pop up somewhere spelled similar, but there's nothing connecting me to my professional life.
What is your full name again? And
Social, please. Social.
No, I've been pretty public about who I am, so and it's never really bothered me. My wife's like that too, where she's got like a private profile and stuff. It's like, it's the fucking internet. Google already knows everything.
But you're not like a controversial guy. Like Alme says some pretty crazy shit.
That's really what it boils down to. And I've said this before. I understand that it's two different worlds. And to be honest with you, I think you can have a LinkedIn or you can have a fucking social media, but you really probably can't have both. It's just they don't cross streams well. And
I got all of them. I just started posting podcast clips to my personal LinkedIn profile.
Well, I mean, you're not a fucking doctor or a no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, that's just kind of the way it is. That they would probably not fire you.
Yeah, well, you're kind of a piece of shit human being, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. I'm the same guy at work, so my boss knows. I just hope that nobody ever has to call him, because then it might be an issue.
Yeah. That's why I love I can't get fired.
The same thing that my boss would say. He would say, make this problem go away, because I don't want to hear about it anymore. And so now Jason Alme is exclusively available on patreon.com.
Okay.
Party Naked Podcast.
What you're saying is I will never hear his podcast again.
That's what I said. And he didn't like it when I said it, because I think he only has he's got a $3.50 tier. Like, he doesn't even go down to $1. And I get it. I get not wanting to charge $1. I understand that. I really do.
We charge $1 on Cult.
Yeah. I mean, some people want to do it. Some people don't. At the end of the day, if you're charging $1, it's literally just a tip. Like here you go. Here's $1. Because at the end of the day,
that's exactly what Neil and I said.
$12 a year,
I can't even get anybody to pay $1.
But that's
that's what Neil and I said. We're like, we have 3 tiers. The $1 tier that gets everybody in to all the extra this content, and then like a $3 tier for like MMA stuff, and like a $5 tier for the tattoo thing. But the $1 tier gets you to the fucking door. And it's like, hey, you want all of our extra videos and podcast episodes we do? Like, here, it's $1, dude. Like, what's not going to kill you for a month? For 2 months to give you $12 a year.
The reason I can't get anybody to pay $1 is because I don't ever push the Patreon, nor do I add anything extra. So it's like pointless to even go there.
That's why I don't fuck with it. I'm doing episodes every 2 weeks at this point. So it's like, I'm not going to put up a Patreon and have other people expect extra shit from me, because they're not going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've thought about doing like stuff from the truck or whatever and just posting those, but it's like, well.
You could do something short. That's the thing. I wouldn't be doing podcasts as Patreon content unless it was something really niche that I really wanted to spend time doing. If it was just bonus content, I'd find something to do for 5 minutes. Just, hey, here's the thing. What's up, motherfuckers? Smoke a joint, smoke a cigarette, take a leak, like something short and sweet. Hey, what's up? Da-da-da-da. Get in, get out, and then give me that $1.
Dick pics, that sort of thing.
Dick pics, fine. I'll shave your name into my bush. That'd be fun.
I did start an OnlyFans for the podcast, but I never uploaded anything to it.
No, you gotta put Randy's tits on there. You probably make $1.
Well, I heard some people were going there a couple months ago, like podcasts and stuff, because they were over Patreon and they, took too much money or whatever.
That did kind of come and went, didn't it?
Yeah.
Were like, we're going to move it over to OnlyFans. And then I hadn't heard anything else about podcasts setting up OnlyFans pages for just their shows.
Yeah, but at that time I had set one up. I just never uploaded anything to it.
Yeah, Parler went away too, huh? Parlay.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I
got ripped away from everybody.
I said this at the time, and I'll say it again. And I was talking to Adam earlier about listening to Gary Vee and stuff, and being everywhere. It's just something that I do. It's like I'll just go where the new thing is. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Hey, if the temperature hadn't been what it was at that point in time, parlay, whatever, would still be fine. But because of the way it was, like, I think a lot of people really weren't digging it. Like they didn't want to get involved, and because people had a feeling that people were going to get pissed. And you don't piss off nerds, man, when you're dealing with internet stuff. It's not a good plan. Ask Ashley Madison.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
All
yeah.
them dudes that fucking got jumped out windows and off balconies because their fucking wives found out they've been fucking on the side. Like, don't piss off nerds, bro. They know your history.
Don't pretend like they didn't know, anyways.
Yeah, well, some of them probably didn't. I would be
I'm
willing
assuming
to lay
the guys
heavy.
who killed themselves probably their
Yeah.
wives didn't know.
Yeah, I
So
But is it really worth it? Because everybody on there was rich, right? Wasn't it like a rich thing?
Yeah, they were finna have to give up half their shit.
I
They were
guess.
like,
no, it wasn't,
Oh,
you didn't have to be
no.
rich to use it.
Oh, well, damn it.
I
I
don't think
could have
I'd
been
be
using So
It
what you're
costs
saying is
money.
I could have been using it.
I think it cost like
It costs
a monthly
money,
service,
but-
which would have been.
Yeah, but you have to be rich. It's not like $1,000 a month. It's like,
I feel like it was just mainly for like high paid hookers, maybe like something. I feel like Ben is right. Like it was mainly people that would spend money basically for escorts and shit like that
Yeah.
too. Like,
Probably.
escort service. You ain't
I
gonna
mean,
get
yeah,
a
it's
paper trail
wild.
on me like that, goddamn it. I'd rather fuck some toothless bitch in the back of a McDonald's than go online and sought out some hot piece of ass that's definitely gonna come up again. Like there's
Yeah.
no way you're getting around that in this day and age.
Yeah,
it's not worth
the Facebooks and the Twitters and somebody's gonna find you.
dude,
I guess if you
social
don't
media,
use real
man.
names, maybe.
Social media's a bitch. Somebody's always watching. Don't
Back
you
alley, no
dare-
real names.
Never
Like
forget
the-
that.
Because everyone fucked up somewhere along the line of social media, and like some nerd like Jodie said will find it.
Yeah, 100%.
So
You've already done the damage, guys. Now it's about people digging up your shit.
Yeah.
Because since you've had the internet, we're all grown people. We're in our 30s now. Like you all know there's things floating around in the cloud or in some old ass email address that you had a long time ago or some bullshit file that's just sitting out there on the internet somewhere, just waiting for some nerd that fucking don't like you to find it.
it's like, how many pictures of my dick are?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Actually, there's 77, and depending on what angles you'd like, we got some from the top and the bottom.
I still send dick pics like probably once a month.
You're insane. Dude, after this whole Chris D'Elia thing, a grown man has no business putting their penis on the internet or receiving pictures from any person that they are not sure is over the age of 18 in any form or fashion. I'm calling that shit now. If you get random titties from somebody and you can't see their face, delete it. Don't even open that shit.
True.
It's weird how like age of consent laws in some states are like less than 18,
Yep.
but
it's
you
child
like
porn.
have
That's a
but it's
federal,
child right.
federal
It's
crime.
wild.
Woo!
By the way, I don't think the age of consent should be 16 anywhere.
No.
Like,
Who was
Crazy.
it then? Was it on? It was either like a Skanks or Real Ass. Somebody was talking about it recently, and they said it's basically the perfect crime. Like if you were a 16-year-old girl and you wanted
Yes.
to get somebody in a lot of trouble,
ooh.
just send them a picture of your pussy. Like
Yeah, that was
it
definitely.
really doesn't matter if they
Skanks.
fucking open it or I mean, if they
Oh yeah,
happen
how
to
is that
click it
your
open,
fault?
that's it. It's in
Yeah,
the
it's for
cloud,
young entrepreneurs. Send me $500, or I'll send you a picture of my pussy, and then you're fucked.
Dude,
There we
yo, so a comic friend of mine, funny, it's kind of like that, but not really. A comic friend of mine who, again, he's a comic, so he has nothing to lose.
Sure.
He was going into like those chat rooms, you're like, pretty much just jerking off with like a stranger, or
Sure,
whatever.
chat roulette.
Chat
or whatever.
roulette, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
Yeah, I
Jody
think it
know
was Chat
exactly
Roulette
what
or
you're talking
Omegle.
about. Yes.
Or I think it was Omegle was one of them too,
Omegle,
right?
yeah.
And then
I never got on Omegle.
so he meets some chick on there, and she's like, all right, let's like, I'll jerk off, and I'll play. And she's like, all right, he's like, all right, cool. So he jerks off, and as soon as he's done, she's like, cool, I screen recorded all that. I'm gonna send it to everybody in your Facebook friends list and family list if you give me $500. He said, I'll send the video myself. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And she sent the video, and he's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not paying you. He's like, I'm a comic. What am I? This is just a bit now.
Yeah. That's pretty good
But-
though. He got lucky that
That's probably where I'd
But-
be too.
right.
Like, sorry,
Yeah,
mom,
he
but I mean,
wasn't
it is how it
17.
is. I don't have $500. So
Because he's not married, like he had no girlfriend. He's a single dude. So he's like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
care. He's like, you're gonna put that on the internet? Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit. Thanks, idiot. Like,
the amount of people that have seen me jerk off already. I mean,
it's
come
true.
on.
I've seen it like 3
Thousands.
times today. Yeah. Did you guys see Randy Couture whacking off on fucking the fighter and the kid? And Brendan Schaub lost his goddamn. It's probably the funniest I've ever seen Schaub act on the fighter and the kid. But it was when that chick had did the same thing to Randy Couture, and he was just sitting there straight whacking off like a gorilla, just
like a gorilla.
He's built like a fucking gorilla, and he was standing there jacking his dick off in the mirror, man. It's just like
hunched over, like all you just see shoulders like.
That's what he looked like, a masturbating silverback gorilla, and fucking turns out that was like an issue. But Schaub was just like, "Oh, Captain America's about to bust. He's about to bust. Oh my god!" Like, yeah, that was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Apologized about it.
Hey, come to find out, pun intended, that wasn't funny at all. That was actually a potential lawsuit they happened upon because some chick recorded him whacking off.
Yeah, it's illegal. Right? Yeah.
Don't trust anybody. DTA motherfucker, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The whole Hogan thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he say the N-word after
he out okay in that
have
situation.
Sex with somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was filmed, but that was on purpose. That was like a cuck thing. It was just weird.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I mean, I'm not kink shaming. I just don't get. Like, hey, come fuck my wife.
Yeah, you might get there in another 20 years, man. You know.
That was Bubba the Love Sponge, right?
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
Recorded him. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if Stern was involved. It was Bubba the Love Sponge for sure.
Well, yeah.
His wife was that hot, from what I understand. I think she was just like okay.
Hulk Hogan's not hot either. Like, what do you mean? He's just big. He has a horse. He's been horseshoe bald since '82. Like, what do you mean? He's not like a fucking dime piece, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure he came out of the day he was born. He had a fucking Caesar. Like, it was just. Always had
I mean, let's be honest. He's banging chicks off of who he is, not because he's a fucking looker.
Yeah, could you imagine fucking Hulk Hogan like now?
Yes, I could.
It does not seem like it would be fun at all, right?
So I'd be in a real predicament from fucking Hulk Hogan. I'm either poor or he just straight has me an advantage.
What about Brooke Hogan?
Brooke Hogan? That's
Hogan.
Just for the story.
Yeah, sure. But that's not the same. That's like I do anything for the story. Like, I do almost anything for the story, especially because I'm a comic. It's like almost.
He immediately changed it. I would do almost anything.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, I said that from the beginning. I said I do almost anything for the story because especially I could hopefully turn it into something funny and use it as a bit. Like I could turn it like a 5-6 minute bit. But especially like if it's genuine, like if I'll go into a situation and I'll be like, hey, this might be a crazy thing to happen to me, but it's honest and it's organic and I'm not making it up. I'll fucking do it. Like I'll go into it. I'll see what happens. It might be detrimental. I don't know.
Hey, I'll give a shout out to my buddy Tyler from the Fart Mouth podcast. Do me a favor, go get a cat turd and put it in your mouth right now and sit there like a dip for a little bit and let's see what happens. That's a good story.
Yeah. Is it?
Is that what he did?
No, it's a would you rather, but it's a terrible situation. You said you'd do anything for the story. You got a cat. If you don't have a cat, go find a cat. Dig in the litter box.
No, but that's not. No. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not. I'm doing something wacky. It's like I'm forcing a situation to be. See what I'm saying?
That was my internet.
Yeah, it was your internet. So in a situation where, okay, I'm coming at it from like organic comedy, right? So like an organic situation. If I'm walking around being like, what can I do to fucking force a funny situation? I'm gonna put poop in my mouth, and I can be like, put poop in my mouth, guys. It's fucking stupid. But let's say I'm out with my wife somewhere, and there's a fucking crazy guy yelling 2 aisles down. Normally, she'd be like, let's go the other way. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go that way. Yeah. And see what comes of it. You see what I'm saying?
You're kind of like me too. Like you're more of a let it play out kind of guy.
Yes.
Like, no. Just wait. Let's see.
Yes. Let it see. And then I might be able to construct a funny bit out of this. I'm not just gonna walk around and like kick down the balls and be like, I kicked the guy in the balls today. It's like it's so forced. It's like hack shit. It's like no, I like the organic part.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That kind of stuff, it can get annoying.
No, I get asked a lot.
People are like forcing it. You're like, oh, well, this is gay.
What do you get asked a lot?
I get asked a lot. Like, do you make up your bits? It's like I make up the stories. I'm like, I don't. But like, if comics can, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But like, I just can't. Like, I'm just, what I'm saying? Like, I need it to kind of happen. All my shit's embellished, of course, but like, it's all based in truth. There are some really good writers who can just make up. Like, I could be like, yo, go write about a sliding door, and they'll be like, got it, and they'll come back with a fucking 8-minute bit about how good a sliding door is. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not me. I can't do that. It's like, so I need the experience. It's just what's been a bummer about this goddamn lockdown shit. Is like it stops all your
You're not gonna have
experiences.
anything, man. It's just all gonna be COVID related incidents.
No, I don't even have any COVID. I have a COVID icebreaker that I've been using just to kind of ease into audiences, but like all my new bits are kind of unrelated to COVID. Like
I was going to
Except
ask
for my
how
wife
bad
or, like-
COVID comedy's gotten.
Yeah, people probably don't want to hear about it now, but it's all anybody's talking about.
Yeah.
people talk about it. Like
Yeah.
I wrote this note down to my OnlyFans before. I have this note: OnlyFans people, stop acting like it's art. It's not. I think I remember we were talking about. After a show one day, we were talking about like how all these OnlyFans chicks are crushing it, right? Which good for them. But
Some
then
of
if you're
Percentage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then
It's
if you're
weird
like,
now that
but
the woman doesn't have an OnlyFans.
kind of right.
At
But if
this
you go,
point,
it's just kind of
OnlyFans are
porn
like
though.
assholes. Every woman's got one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go to their profile, like, where the fuck's their OnlyFans? Why aren't they advertising
Well, here,
that?
I just don't like the bullshit. Like trying to be, it's like, hey, you're selling your body for money, which is fine. But stop acting like what it is. Stop acting like this is art. So I wrote in my note, they said, OnlyFans people, stop acting like it's art. It's not. I don't look at Story Night and go, that's the same as that chick spreading her pussy. So I don't know what that means, but I'll figure that out. But it's like stuff that's something. But it has nothing to do with COVID. It's just it's just shit that I'm still trying to just look at shit in the world, like observable stuff, and be like, what's funny about that? I don't know. Let me see. I don't
wonder
know
if there's
COVID. It's fucking lame.
We were talking about OnlyFans and putting podcasts on there. I wonder if there's like a whole subculture of just like regular everyday people on OnlyFans just doing their thing, trying to sell their art or comedy or whatever else.
No, for
podcast.
sure. Yeah, because it's like
in the back.
Patreon. It's like a Patreon, right? That's what it really is. It just became porn, but it's like really OnlyFans was supposed to be like a Patreon type thing.
This is
And
Patreon.
then chicks were like, yeah, and then hot chicks were like, I'm gonna just do, and there was like, cool, we're doing that too, and it's good for me. It's smart. Like I say this all the time. If I was a hot chick, if I was a hot, I would do zero work. I would just completely be like, I'm just gonna use my fucking butt.
Oh, Uncle Randy.
Oh, I think was he? What he butt dial you? Or you might be.
He fucking butt dialed me. He's at a party or something. It's just background noise. What a dick.
Uncle Randy calling you out of the blue.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to stop you, Adam. I was trying to show Ben. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. I just got a butt dial from Uncle Randy. They're having a good time, it sounds like.
Wish I was. Oh, wait.
Like, here's the time you could be having.
I think I'm just pissed off that OnlyFans isn't as popular for us. Like, I'm a little mad that I can't get in on that because really all I got is feet. You know, like I got big fucking feet. If that's a thing, maybe I'll throw my feet on an OnlyFans and make a couple bucks.
So my sister-in-law one time I think got like, I think it was her.
Oh man, you're definitely paying for that. I mean,
got asked to like send feet pics. I was like, why wouldn't you do it? I'm like,
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
my wife said
hey,
my wife said she would for sure sell used underwear. Like she's like,
why not?
All I gotta do is wear some panties and then just ship them somewhere. I was like, yeah,
dude,
I don't want to go.
Guys are so fucking stupid. You're really fucking dumb. You're strong.
Until they come.
Honestly, no, we're still dumb because this is why even when you come, you're so dumb because the fact that shouldn't be a thriving industry, panty selling, but it is because you know why? Some fucking desperate dude buys some chick's panties, comes, he's like, I can't just bought panties for $8 on the internet, and then 2 days go by, he's like, I'm horny again. I think I'm gonna buy panties again. It's like he doesn't learn. Guys don't learn. Guys are fucking stupid. Like I'm so glad.
The stink goes away, Adam. The pussy smell wears off. You got to get some more. You know.
Get that stank back on you.
You know, dude.
I'm so glad I moved away from like porn and all that shit. I think it's a fucking brain rot. I really do. I think it's not good for you.
Yeah, fuck moving away from it. I mean, good for you, I guess. But
that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
that shit.
I turned on Ben's stream and YouTube popped up and it gave me recommendations. And YouTube doesn't know me at all when it comes to recommendations. Like they'll just throw random shit in there, but Pornhub knows me like a good friend. And I don't even log into that motherfucker. Every time I pop in, it's like, you want to watch this? And I was like, I do kind of want to watch
it. It's like anal on table tennis. It's like, oh, bro, you know.
Guys, I go in incognito every time. It's not saving my cookies. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but Pornhub knows me better than I know myself. It's like, are you sure you don't want to watch fucking trans dildo fucking Fight Club? And I'm like, I'll check it out for like 2 minutes.
But dude, that's my point. That's why I started watching
Wait,
crazy
was that
shit. I was
Trans
like,
Solo Fight Club? I'm sorry. I'm just looking up for later. I'm
Volume 3.
missing out.
They really got to
Volume
figure
3.
out the third episode. The first 2 was kind of rough. They had to figure out the rules, but like third one,
the story arc in the second one wasn't that good, but the third one, real strong.
It's like the Nightmare on Elm Street. Like it really built, you know?
Yeah. You got to build a character, you got to build a fan base. Yeah, it's just but that's the shit I was watching. I was so desensitized. I was like, oh, and I was like, what am I doing? And I was like, hey, this is bad for me. This is bad for my brain.
I don't get into weird stuff a lot. Like it's kind of like I'll just work my way towards the edge, and then I get some weird, and I just move right back towards the middle, and I'm like, I'm back. I'm good. I just had to get over there for a second.
Just edging.
Pete Holmes had a great bit about why he doesn't watch crazy shit, because he's like, you can't control what turns you on. So like, what happens if I'm just scrolling through Pornhub one day and he just comes across ladies throwing cats at each other, and he's like, I start getting erect. She's like, oh no, this is what I'm into forever now. And I'm like, that's a great bit, but it's so fucking true. It's like, yeah, you can't control it. So like,
I don't know if I've ever been into one thing forever though.
No, but it's not the point. But the point is like, but now you know, and he expands on that bit. He's like, and now you know that about yourself, and like, you want to know that you're into like cat lady throwing stuff. You're like, do you want to know that about yourself?
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like cancer.
But
like
then,
if you don't know.
And then the great Truce O'Neill, R.I.P. He had that great bit about like, he's like, you ever jerk off? He's like, I jerk off to stuff I don't want to. He's like, I came across a video one time, but he's like, there's like this Japanese lady squirting titty milk at each other. It's going, hi, and he's like, he started like jerking off. It's like, yeah, because it's like you don't want to, but your brain's like, just do it. You're like, yeah, this is why it's bad. That's why it's bad.
I would say I'm a correct masturbator. I think that's an official term, but I assume most guys whack off a lot. I'm not like 8 times a day. It's just I'll probably jerk off once a day, every other day. Like have to. Otherwise I'm can't.
I'm like twice a week.
Yeah. I gotta fucking.
Well, I still do that, but I just don't.
You just use your imagination. Do you draw with like colors and whack off to fucking?
It's once you do it, it's fine. Once you start doing it.
I got a good imagination. I was telling somebody today, like, there's a story that I haven't shared at all. It's just like talking about jerking off. I know Ben loves jerking off stories. It's good stuff.
Yes, I do. It's what this foundation has been built on.
So after I got shot, I'm in the hospital for like 6 days, right? And at this point, I'm getting my bearings back together. Like
you're like, doctor, I got shot in the face. He's like, I know.
Yeah, I was there. No, man. So like, it was after a bunch of the drugs and just drainage and fucking stitches and staple. Like it was a rough few days. And at this point, I'm tired. I haven't eaten a lot. And like when I get up and walk around, I'm so weak that like I start to, when you drink and smoke too much weed and like you get that moment where you have to sit down, like your forehead starts sweating and you feel like you're going to fucking die. Like,
no.
Okay. Well, sometimes maybe it's a panic attack. I don't know.
Never drank weed either.
I guess I've also had it like if you've ever done like really strenuous shit without eating like in a long time, like it's just your body kind of feels really weird. Like you feel queasy, like you're gonna pass out.
Your brain starts to be like, am I in reality right now?
Right. You break into a full fucking sweat. Like it's almost like I said, like a panic attack. It's just kind of like but mine was from not eating and a bunch of stress that I've been under. So I'm like, I would like to go jerk off because I feel like I could get centered and get my shit together if I could just go whack off. Right.
Get your chi back.
Right. And so at this point, I'm 16. So like I've been jerking off for a few years, but I'm still really honing my craft with my right hand. And now I'm a force left. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up and waddle my happy ass in there with the gown and the fucking pole and all bandaged up and like dragging shit. And I walk in there, man. And it was like a moment. I remember it like it was yesterday, dude. Like I was standing there and I was like,
what also happened yesterday?
Just gonna jerk off. Like I just have to do it. And like I was so uncoordinated and my mouth was like dry because I'd been like sucking shit out. So like, I couldn't even spit. I had nothing to go with. So I'm just like dry whacking it left-handed, standing there, and I started getting one of those panic attack feelings. Like my fucking started feeling wheezy and shit, like I'm about to fall over. And then I'm sitting there and I'm just like sweating. And I'm like, I just need to fucking get it. And then I was like, oh, it just and they came to do. I don't even remember what it was. Like check my blood pressure or whatever the fuck they do, at 8 o'clock in the evening. And it just it sucked. It's a memory that stuck. It was a disaster. The lady, like, she wasn't like waiting for me. I don't think she thought I was jerking off. She probably thought I was trying to take a dump or something.
Yeah.
And, she came back, but like it was just a moment where I didn't bust a nut. I'm still flustered and I almost passed out, standing there with my arm bandaged up, all fucked up. Like
It could have been one of those grandma boy situations where they walked in and you're like, fuck, I can't stop coming.
She would have understood at that point. You know, they've been spending a lot of time with me. They knew I was a nice boy. I just needed to bust nuts.
Bust nuts. Busting nuts. Take chewing gum. Busting nuts and chewing gum. Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, to go back to Pornhub, I always thought it was funny that they gave you a share option. Like, who the fuck share? Hey, guys, check this one out. I just saw this one. You share porn?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, I sent it through like fucking text messages.
I always do it politely. Like I post and I put NSFW, capital letter, exclamation point. This is porno. If you click on it, it's porno, and then I'll post the link and whatever the funny thing was. Like there was one that the lady had like a crazy asshole. It was like a sea monster.
What do you mean crazy? Like it was like a straw? Like it looked like a starfish? Like crazy out?
No, it looked like it had tentacles. Like her asshole was blown like out. It was nuts.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like tentacle porn? Tentacles?
Kinda. Like it was
like hentai?
It was almost like her liver fell out of her ass. Like that's the best way I can describe it. It looked like an inside organ that was poking out of her asshole.
It's an inside job.
Real wild.
Ew, it's gross. Hey, we're all older. Do you guys go to the doctor if you have pain in your body, or you're like, oh, I'll go away because we're dudes and we're in our 30s?
I just go away. I do not go to the doctor. I don't go to the dentist.
I go
to the dentist.
I had for like 2 days. For like 2 days, I had like this every now and then throughout the day. I would get this piercing, like pulsating pain in my left nut.
Oh.
But like there's no lumps or any. I think I pulled my back and I fucked up my whole thing. That's what it was because it's gone.
Oh,
but
like right in the nut though. Just nut. That's all. Like no back, no leg. Because I feel like if it was something else, it would.
My back hurt. No, my back hurt. I was from shoveling all that goddamn snow. I know. So I'm like this is my point though. I'm just dude connecting dots. And I'm like it hurt a lot for like 2 days. Like oh, and I was like, if this happens like 10 more times, I'm gonna go to the doctor. like I just won't go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I had this nonstop clicking in my knee for like 2 years. I never got looked at.
Dude,
the knee,
okay, so
the knee you just have to deal with. That's a guy thing. But if it's in like the business district, then you probably want to go get that checked out. Like anything's wrong with my penis, I'm going to the doctor.
Here's the thing. My right ball, my dick were fine. I felt these little lumps were like, and by the way, if I touched it, it didn't hurt. That's the thing. Like it was just like internal almost. It was very weird. And that's fine. It's totally gone. So it's like it's gone. It's probably my back. Because then you get hernias that way, and that affects your balls hurt. That's why they tell you to cough to check your hernia.
Yeah, that's true.
You know why they tell you to turn their head before you cough?
So you have to look in their eyes.
No, so you don't cough on top of their fucking head.
Yeah, true.
Oh, really?
Speaking of going to the doctor, my DOT physical expires like next week.
They still check your balls there? Because they don't check mine.
I think
here.
so.
You get down in my underwear, they just kind of lay me down and poke me in my gunt. But they don't really like go for the full cup anymore. They leave that alone. Used to, though. Used to get a handful of them. Just fucking grab a hold of them some bitches and be like, got you? Good.
One time I was getting my DOT physical, and there was like this super hot nurse that was like doing everything.
Oh, yeah.
During the whole checkup. And I was like, oh no, is she going to touch my balls? Like just really hot the entire time doing everything. And then she's like, I'll be right back. And then this old ass lady comes in.
Excellent.
She's like, drop your pants. I was like, what the fuck is this horse shit? Get me all worked
I gotta
up.
be honest. Yeah, but dude, do you want
I'd
the
rather
hot
have
nurse?
the old lady.
Yeah, right. Do you want the hot? Are you going in with big dick confidence that you're gonna have this fucking hot nurse be like, all right, like you could have that, or you want the old lady, bro?
Yeah.
Who's never gonna? I mean, who you're not, because you're not trying to bang the old lady. You don't give a fuck what she thinks about your dick and balls. That's fair. Hey man, that's fair. But from what you were telling that story, it sounded opposite of what I just said.
See, I feel like if you get the older lady, she will have seen way more dicks and balls, and so we can both have a laugh about it when she gets them in her hand, and I could be like, you know what I'm saying? And she'd be like,
I
but
just
the
gotta
hot
get
nurse
blood.
was like making me crawl around and shit. Like,
Yeah, in your
It was
mind.
like it was some dominatrix shit.
Now get over there and put your balls in my hand, boy.
Yeah.
I just had to get blood drawn a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I go to the same place I go to every time, and they're fine, they're great. And I go in there, and there's this the lady who always does it, like this older lady, she's super sweet. She's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Hi. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, who's this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? And it's just this dude. I swear to God, it's just the dude with because it's a mask. He's wearing a mask. He's wearing like the scrub, not the scrubs, like the gown, like the hospital cover gown that doctors and nurses wear. And he's wearing purple gloves, and he's standing like this, like with his hands full, like interlaced across his chest. And this is how he's looking, like a doll. I mean, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And she's like, oh, he's our trainee. I'm like, fuck, this guy is 100% gonna like ask me if he could poke me. I know it. I know it. And then he's like, she's like,
today.
can you let Oleg? He's from Russia. Like, you let Oleg? I'm like, fine, whatever. And then he's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, all right, man. And I'm just staring him in his eyes. I was like, don't fuck this up. Because I don't give a shit about getting blood. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I'm covered in tattoos, right? So I don't give a shit. But I still don't want some asshole to shove a needle into my veins and then move it around. It still hurts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to happen regardless. So I was like, come on. But he was fine. So I was like, yeah, I was judging a book by its cover. But it was so creepy just walking in there. He's like, and I'm like, am I going to be rape murdered in this room right now? What is this guy doing? It's so fucking weird.
You should go practice on old people first or something. Like,
and paper thin skin, right? Or maybe not. Maybe they use the young guys so that we don't die. We won't die, or we won't fucking.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's just about if they blow out your fucking vein and they have to stick you again in the other arm. Like, that's what sucks. I've had phlebotomists that can get it real good, and I've had people fucking go digging around in my goddamn carpals.
Your vein? Can you see my? I don't know if you see my veins. Can you get? They're kind of popping, right? But like, I have pretty decent like veins, so even with all the tattoos, I mean, you can't see them on the camera, but like, it's never really a problem.
So vascular, like Scott Steiner. You gotta pump that
vascular.
shit up.
Look how vascular I am.
Your arm look like a penis.
My arm looks like a dick with some paint on it.
Yeah, got that main vein.
I keep sending Neil semi nudes for fun, and he doesn't like it. But
talking about sending nudes.
Oh, the dick root. That's a good picture.
No, well, yeah, well, he says it's not the root. And I guess he's right. We talked about it on Cult of Us. So I was proven wrong. I'm not sending root pictures, but I'm going to start because he made a big deal about it. So like, I'm going to start doing that.
Well,
what I do is I take showers and I get out of the shower and then I'm not muscly at all. So funny, I just flex.
Yeah,
you know, I have muscles. So joke. And then my kitchen, my bathroom counter. I'm 6 foot. And it's like perfect, like right at my groin. It's like a hit in the mirror. The mirror lens like right at my groin. So I take a picture doing this, like, and I send it to him and our producer and other comics, and they're like, "Stop sending this stuff." So I was like, "No, it's fine."
Oh man, I should send you. I should send you the dick root. Yeah, I should send you.
No, technically not my dick or my root, but I will start.
It's funny.
But you said it was dick height. I was like, do you just give your dick and balls a rest? Just set them up there for a minute.
No, it's like, well, I mean, I would have to go on my tippy toes. It's like groin. It's like right before my peep. It's like right. It's like right. So they said I'm sending more of a pelvic up picture, which is fine. But I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, I think you guys want to see the root of my dick, so I'll make sure that happens. Don't worry.
Neil goes, send me $500. This goes to everyone on your Facebook.
My buddy Zach Petrovich. He's a comic, very funny comic. I sent him that picture, and he writes back, "This is sexual harassment."
It's not okay. I'm going to send this to a 14-year-old girl, you son of a bitch.
Is there HR in comedy?
Is there what?
I said, is there HR in comedy?
Nope. Well, apparently, yeah, it's called cancel culture. That is the HR in comedy.
Though, I think that's what's so funny about that whole Jason thing. Like, people canceled is getting thrown around a lot nowadays, and it's like canceled, they're just trolled or fired. Like, there's other words, but like, you kind of have to be famous to be canceled. Like,
yeah, you could just say I don't fucking care.
Right.
Well, we're in a position where we could probably say that and be all right, but some of the higher ups.
Well, you guys have real jobs though, and there'll be dicks coming after your real jobs. That's the difference. Like, they'll come after your employment. Like, so, last summer we had two. I'm quoting here. We had two other comics try to come after Neil and I, mainly me, and we were like, "Cool, we don't care."
Yeah,
cool. Thanks.
And then you know what happened?
Nothing.
I didn't write nothing. What actually happened? We got a bunch of DMs privately from other comics being like, "Yo, fuck those people."
Yeah.
like you guys are hilarious. Fuck them. Like shit like that. Like so many. Like it was just they're trying to stir up drama and they're trying to start shit because this is what it is. It's low status people who are unsuccessul in life.
Yeah, that's
They
exactly
think that's their way of leveling the playing field because they can't create. They're not talented themselves. They want to be funny. They want to have a podcast people listen to. They want to try to do stand up, and it's like they'll lie. They'll completely lie like about everything. Like so, this one was a female comic, one was a male air quoting comic, and the female comic was like, oh, and one time he bombed the show I booked him at. I was like, that was actually the guy that you're trying to cancel me with. That was him. He bombed that show. That wasn't even me. I'm like, you're just lying. Like there's zero morals. Like they just lie. Like and like it's just mischaracter. They call me a Trump supporter. I am the biggest ANCAP libertarian you guys know. I'm actively in the libertarian media caucus, being like, fuck Trump, fuck Biden, and they just lie. They just like straight lie. It's like, and again, no one gave like we like.
It's like you were talking about earlier with TikTok and people using other people's sounds and stuff. It's like they're just trying to use people's clout to get their own name out there so people know who they are finally.
For 2 minutes.
And it's the best. You just don't give them power. It's like we're like, oh, cool. No one cares.
The only reason Seth Simons, anybody knows who that guy is because he took out Shane Gillis. That's it. It's the only reason people know his name.
Hold on. It wasn't just I gotta throw other people on the bus right now. It wasn't just Seth Simons. It was also Good Comedy Theater, which was a comedy theater in Chinatown, Philly. And these pieces of shit are like the woke comics. Guess who were all their shows they ran? Guess who all the comics looked like?
Nerds.
Pretty white.
Shane Gillis.
Pretty white. Shane Gillis played there and crushed.
Well, it's always white people that have a problem with anything.
No, but like all these fucking hypocrites, all they would book is other white alt comics. It's like, yeah, this is no one get. And also, my friend ran a show there for a bit and had to sue them for the money that they owed him.
Oh shit! So they were
like they're pieces of shit. Yeah, shit. They were holding stuff, waiting for Shane to make it. Them and the other dude. That's on him too. So like it's straight like they're pieces of shit. They steal from they sell from other comics at their club. Like it's like a well-known thing. Yeah, they're garbage, and they would only hire other white people, which is like it's like, oh yeah, you guys are real inclusive. But as opposed to like Neil or I, when we were running monthly comedy shows up by us in PA, right by Philly.
Yeah.
And you know who we booked? Everybody we thought was funny.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
People that are gonna make people laugh.
And guess who those people were? Chicks,
also white
dudes,
people,
gay people, white people. It was anybody who was funny that was cool. We're like, hey, you want to come down? Cool, come on down. Hey, you want to come on down? We don't give a fuck. And guess what? We know what else we did? We paid everybody.
Ooh, don't say that.
No, that's a crazy concept. We actually paid the comics.
The only time I've ever been in trouble for saying something, I guess, racist or in that realm.
That one time you said
is white people.
Camera?
Yeah.
That one time I wore the hood, but that was not a big of a deal.
I don't understand.
I say we're retarded all the time. Retarded? Yeah. Is that the word? I'll say it right now. Retarded. I don't give a shit. No, I always go to the Doug Stanhope thing about that word. Doug Stanhope wrote a great open letter, and like a bunch of even like fucking lib professors were like, no, you're right. Like he says like the word isn't disparaging. No one's ever calling a mentally challenged person retarded. That it's just a word for slow and dumb. It doesn't matter what word you come up with. We're just going to use that as a word to call someone dumb. It doesn't matter. You could change the word retarded to slippity sloppity dooface, right? As a new medical term for mental retardation, and then we're going to start calling each other slippity sloppity doofaces. That's just what it is. But it's nothing to do with the actual people who suffer from that. And that's what people don't want to understand, except the nuance and all that shit. So no, it's an actual medical. No, it means you're slow. It doesn't actually mean that at all. Even this means you're slow. So I'm not gonna bend my knee to that bullshit. Like I'm not. Like I won't say some things if people get offended. Fine, and I want to be an asshole for no reason. But I'm not gonna stop saying there's no reason to.
The amount I say the F word, I play Call of Duty every weekend.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Same. listen. Off mic, behind closed doors, that word gets thrown around with a lot of my friends.
Oh, I've said it
who are
on the show
comics,
a few
but
times.
like to each other.
It's so. Dude,
Yeah, I say
if
on the show
multiple
too
cameras
sometimes,
at
but
work had audio, like I don't even know. All of us, they would come and literally fire every person that works in there because we literally just walk around making gay jokes with each other all day. Fuck you in your mouth, you dumb faggot! Like,
but that's the other thing too.
All day. That's all
like
it is.
That word, I've never once ever meant it as a gay bash.
No,
I've only ever meant it as another dude's being a bitch.
I've said this before.
It.
I've said this before. Suck all the dick you want. Just don't be a fag about it. You know.
It's like the Louis C.K. bit. That's what it's that bit. It's the Louis C.K. bit. It's when he's like, like if a dude's sucking dick and he pulls the dick out of his mouth, he's like, people from Phoenix are called Phoenicians. He's like, yeah, shut up, faggot. Suck that dick. Put the dick back in your mouth. It's like, but he's right. It's like, yeah, it's an attitude. It's not actually a thing. It's like this. It's like a bitch personality. That's all it really means. But it's like unfortunate.
Ben, did you ever notice that Nutter does a pretty good Louis C.K.? Did you hear that? Like that was a pretty good line, man.
Well, before you came in, he was jerking off in front of me.
Yeah, it's true.
I was
at least.
No, well, I want to copycat him. I got to change the material up a little bit.
Yeah, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and jerk off with my back to you, so you can just look at my butt while I whack off.
My flat.
I don't have to ask about that.
I jack off towards the door.
I'm going to jack off with my dick down here, so you can't see nothing.
I'm going to jack off on the door handle. You can choose to leave, but you're touching my jizz.
Just wipe that on my pants. It's all good.
Oh man. Trying to think. I saw anything interesting today. Not really though.
I just see you just texted me something, and I feel like you texted me something. I feel like it's gonna be a picture of your dick.
Oh no! Adam Nutter, pass that along to your circles.
Okay.
That's one for everybody else.
Oh, that's going to Neil for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
You know what it is, Ben.
So we're just sending dick pics. You guys want mine?
There was the dick root. That is a copyright picture that I have in my own personal profile. I send to everybody.
I was going to send you a full on dick pic.
That's going to Neil for sure. I'm gonna be like, hey, this isn't me. I'm going to tell Neil. I'm going to send it to Neil and be like, you said not to send any more of me.
Yeah.
This is Jodie. So I don't know what we're doing here.
I told Delvin Cox he was fucking sending dick pics, and I was like, man, you better be careful doing that. You're going to be needing 2 or 3 fucking pictures. You'll be taking up space. So they're going to have your dick on 3 different monitors in the courtroom when they fucking catch you.
Wheel another TV in. It keeps going.
Yeah. Somebody bring in the projector. We're going to need a lot of space.
Clear the wall. Get the art off the wall. We hit the wall.
I was thinking about that today while I was watching porn. As a matter of fact, I was standing there fucking jerking off, and it was just funny. I was just like, oh, I bet when they fucking made the Tommy and Pam porn video, like they had to shoot that in widescreen just to get all the the angles right.
No, oh man, that was shot on like probably like a fucking shoulder handheld camera of like 9, like one of these.
It was a high thought of mine, but it's like Tommy Lee got a big old wiener. It's probably as big as black light. They got a big old fucking dick like that, man. That's crazy. You shouldn't have that much wiener. There's no reason for that. It builds your ego up too high. No man alive should have a dick that big. I think that's what's wrong with black people. Yeah. Not all of them. But
the big dick. Anything about that?
Like, no. Listen, there's a confidence that comes with having that big fucking piece swinging there, dude. And I'm just saying, like, I don't have that. I got a regular sized penis. So I don't go looking for trouble. I don't fucking walk around with an attitude thinking I'm hot shit. Like, it just is what it is. There's big dick energy, man, and that's a real thing. And sometimes it'll get you in fucking trouble. Big dick energy is why cage fighting was invented.
Yeah, but I thrive off BDE. I need that in my life.
Yeah, but you're pretending. That's a different thing, Adam. But I'm saying, like, other people.
I suffer from BDE.
Well, okay, so I was watching.
Have a big dick, so you had to learn how to choke people out. That's the difference, Adam.
That's right.
I was
watching. Yeah, Park. I was watching the 2000 Miami Hurricanes, the football team. Al Blade's warm-up speeches. I was like, yo, I'm getting revved up to go fuck someone up. Like his speech was like, talk shit, fuck these motherfuckers, we're gonna have to kill these motherfuckers, talk shit, and they were like, go like chanting like talk shit. I was like, yes, I was getting fucking goosebumps from back to when I used to play. I was like, yeah, like, dude, football used to be fucking great. Now it's fucking lame.
It's pretty good.
It's so lame now. I used to watch John Lynch decapitate people, and now you can't hit anybody.
It is kind of wild how they tuned it down, but then again, man, CTE, it's no fun, huh?
Stop. Hold on. I definitely have CTE, first of all. Secondly, here's the thing. No, you know what you're getting into. I don't give a shit. Like, you shouldn't alleviate. Like, you're getting paid millions of dollars to possibly look like a Muhammad Ali at one point in your life. That's the fucking risk. That's the risk and reward.
I agree with that.
I'm sick of this bullshit where it's like, we gotta make football safe. No, we actually don't. Don't play football then. Like, especially now, there's no excuse now. We all know, right? We all know now. When I was playing, I fucking knew that couldn't be good for my head. So you're telling me that no one else besides me thought running full speed into other grown men was going to be a problem for my brain? I fucking knew that back then. I mean, back in 2000. Like, come on.
Coach says you're supposed to have a constant ring.
I sprained my neck.
That's fine.
I sprained my neck once playing like backyard football. I ended up getting like a foam neck brace that I had to wear for a couple weeks, and then I jerked off.
Dude, talking about the word faggot being thrown around. Yo, I got called that a lot playing football by my coaches.
I got a scar on my arm from a metal cleat that like almost looked like I was cutting, all the way down my arm.
Yeah, I have a scar over here a little bit from the metal cleat. We can't really see it from the beat. I have a scar over here from the cage fighting days. My eye. But yeah, but I remember getting like knocked out in football, like in a game, and then I remember getting knocked out in football one time, and my coach, I was like, "Hey, I can't see really," and he was like, "Get back to your position." I was like, "Okay."
Cool. I think I'm dying. It's fine. There's only one more down. You got this, man. We'll throw it.
And then I remember the next play because I remember this so vividly. I was a junior in high school, and I got my bell rung that play, and then the next play, I was so out of it, I just like put my head down and go tackle somebody and just missed. And then he pulled me from the game. He's like, "What are you putting your head down and tackle? What are you fucking garbage?" I was like, "I don't know what's going on."
The amount of shit our football coaches said to us, they would have been canceled a long ass fucking time ago. Dude, I had some rough ass football coaches.
Dude, even when I stopped, even out of high school,
they call you every goddamn name.
Yeah, but even like out of high school, I was like playing semi-pro and stuff. Like they were still dicks, but like you were an adult by then. You just talk back. You're like, "Fuck you." Like it was a little different, but like it still was like a rough like attitude. Like it was just. But like yeah, it was wild, dude. It was no one gave a shit back then.
I played football for a long time, and the only injury I ever got was from a coach. Believe it or not.
And it was in your feelings, in your heart.
No,
he touched you.
Was your coach Bill Sandusky?
No, he broke my wrist, which is even crazier. Like looking back now, like obviously it was an accident, but no, you'll appreciate it because you guys know the drill.
He's like, "Give me your wrist."
This is so crazy because like thinking about, he had no business doing this. Like, so here's the deal: we're doing you know what a monkey roll is, Adam? Monkey rolls. It's where you get like it's a lineman drill where you get 3 people down, you jump over each other. Oh shit! Yeah. Like 3-card money, thrown people, and then
they call different things everywhere you go, but yeah.
You jump over each other, then you roll over once. That's kind of the deal. Then you get back up in like a 4-point stance and you dig your feet. And that's the thing. So we're doing that drill, but we ran out of people. So he had to fill in for the last guy because it was just me, the other guy, and then we needed one more person. So he filled in the spot, and our coach was twice our size. So that was the deal. So we're doing our thing and fucking jumping over each other. And I jumped over the fucking guy. Coach jumped over me. Dude jumped over coach. I jumped over him. And when the coach came over, he hit the ground and like he landed next to me and then rolled like 240 fucking pounds or whatever the fuck he was into my wrist while I was fucking sitting. And he snapped my shit all the way, like fucking broke it. I rolled over and he came up on top of me in like a push-up position because he didn't realize he fucked me up. Like he fucking was like, "Oh shit!" And he got over it. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I think you broke my wrist." And he was like, "Suck it up, faggot." He jumped off. And yeah, for sure, like he broke it. I went home. I remember that shit. I rode the bus home. I'll walk
that's
like half
wild.
a mile to my house, and then I was like, "Yo, I think I need to go to the hospital."
Yo, I know. I
Fucking-
played football from 12 years old to like full contact from 12 years old to 24.
Yeah,
I
that's
never broke
crazy.
a bone.
That's a
I
long
never broke a bone.
time.
I only played
I never
football
broke a
1 year.
bone. I never broke a bone. I never tore an ACL. Never tore an MCL. The worst injury I had
You
was
a
besides
defense guy,
all the.
Adam?
I played
What did you
safety.
play?
I played
Okay,
safety.
so that's a little. That's what I was gonna say. Like, dude, if you were playing offense and you're like smashing lines, like you're gonna break fingers, you're gonna get
Nah,
stomped on, like you're
I
gonna
played
get
safety.
hurt.
But besides all the
I was
concussions
both
I got,
safety and wide
I got
receiver.
those.
Yeah.
But besides all the concussions, like the worst injury I had was my left forearm. The muscle and tendon in my left forearm just got pulled off my bone. It just pulled off my bone, and it was extremely painful. And they were like, we could either do surgery or you could just wear this soft cast where like I couldn't turn my wrist, so I'd have to turn like my whole. If I wanted to turn my hand, I would have to turn my whole arm, almost like my whole lower forearm. And I was like, well, can I still play football? Like, yeah. I was like, then do that. Like it will heal on its own. And it took me like the full football season for it to heal, but I was able to play all year. But like that shit hurt like a
You were just
motherfucker.
bandaging up and hitting people with it and shit. Like
I wore the soft cast. I wore the soft cast. I just fucking taped it up, and I left my hand open because I had a catch because I was a safety. So I just had this fucking soft cast covered in tape for a whole like half a season essentially, and I had to just turn. So if I had to catch the ball, I had to be like, because I couldn't fucking turn my wrist. It sucked.
I'd have snuck a tire iron in that motherfucker and just been elbowing motherfuckers in the face.
Just glass pieces.
Ben, did you say you said you played too football?
Yeah, I played 1 year.
Yeah,
I mostly played baseball. I did like 16 years of baseball, but
baseball.
1 year
dang.
football.
Yeah,
That's
baseball. I was good. I was a good outfielder, but I couldn't hit.
Yeah, I fucking
That's
suck at
possible.
baseball. I'm fat. I got hit by pitches and I just quit. Fuck baseball. It's so long. It's such a
So
gay
long.
sport.
But
That's all
outfield was
goddamn
fun.
day.
I played left field. It was fun as fuck. Left field was fun as fuck because it was like playing safety. It was like you get to track a ball. It's not that hard. But like once you're up at the plate, even softball, dude. Like I used to strike out in slow pitch softball. I'm like, how are you guys hitting this? I was like, I'm not getting it. Like, I just
I
didn't
try
have
to
a big
play
swing. I
field.
just
You got a
But
good build
I'm a
for it,
good
man.
fielder.
Like, that's the thing. I'm too fat for fucking baseball. Like I don't work well on the field.
Every summer there's like co-op teams or whatever for softball, and so I try to play every now and then if I can, if somebody is down to play or whatever. But I work graveyard, so
Yeah.
it's very rare that I'm up that early to play baseball.
Well, I used to back in my non-comic days. I used to work midnights and then roll right into football in the morning, like just right
Yeah.
from fucking work, which is nuts.
You're a
I was so
fucking
tired.
Yeah, I did a tournament like
But-
2 years ago. It was rough.
Yeah, that was rough for sure, but I used to do it. And then I was playing, and then I started playing like at the end of my playing days. I started playing like just touch leagues too, and flag leagues. And I started playing quarterback. I always had a good arm, but I'm only 6 feet tall. I can never play like quarterback in like an actual football game. 'Cause I just don't have that in me.
Yeah.
But I can play quarterback in like a 2-hand touch thing because it's not really a rush, really. There is, but it's whatever. And even in a flag league, there's no rush. It's like 20 seconds. So yeah, so I have a good arm. I was like, oh, I'll just fucking do this on offense. I still played safety on defense, but yeah, it wasn't hard, but it was fun. I miss it. I can't play anymore because my head, but like I miss it for sure. I could probably play flag now.
Yeah, mental issues. Yeah,
you should get some VR football, dude. I bet that's a thing where you can run and catch the
I'm
ball
sure,
and
yeah.
like, shoulder tackle people. I think I'm gonna get me one of them fucking things. What's it, like $300 now? You can get a VR goggles or whatever.
you could have won one
Probably, yeah.
on Luis J. Gomez's Twitch.
No, I don't
Should've
fuck
hit that up.
Twitch. I'm not. Every time I go on Twitch or somebody's streaming something through Twitch, I get in trouble. They're like, "You can't pull your tits out. You can't say whatever. Don't
Yeah,
do
you
that."
can't
And
say
I'm just
R
like,
words and F
okay.
words and things like
Yeah.
of that nature.
I just skip it.
I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of Pepe Le Pew.
He's a rapist.
I tweeted about it today, so I feel fucking. I said I'm glad we canceled Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzalez. Hold on, no, what did I actually tweet?
I was bringing it up.
Speedy Gonzalez is still around. What are you talking about?
No, he got canceled too.
No.
I was bringing it up
Space
because
Jam movie?
somebody was
No, I
talking
know, but
about
he's getting canceled.
Pepe Le Pew the other day, and I was like, please, nobody tell them about Johnny Bravo.
I said, I'm glad it removed dangerous cartoons from our society like Speedy and Pepe. Now our children can go back to listening to wholesome content like WAP.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
But you see my point? Like, that's a ridiculous thing to be out there that's for children to listen to. And I'm not like, again, I'm a libertarian. I'm not like cancel anything. Let it be out there. That's fine. But will call out bullshit, hypocrisy right
You just
now.
missed it. We already did.
That's bullshit. The fact that WAP is a thing, that was empowering women, is it really? Because Pepe Le Pew's by the way, if you really think about Pepe Le Pew, he just thinks it's a fucking other skunk. He doesn't know it's a cat. He's a retarded skunk. He's not even a smart skunk.
Yeah.
He's not even good at being a skunk.
I think honestly, cartoons used to be a lot more aggressive. And that's just the way it is. Like it's with the violence and everything else. And I'm not denying that. I understand. I have a little kid now. Like he soaks up the things that he sees. So what I would say is maybe those cartoons are more meant for us as adults.
Yeah.
Because you got to think adults were making those cartoons, guys.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just the way it works. So it sucks now that like, yeah, maybe some of those fucking cartoons were a little racist, you know. So maybe some of the things, maybe Pepe Le Pew is a rapist, but
he for sure is. This is the point, though.
Don't show it to fucking little kids. You know, he doesn't. I don't think he's full blown rapey in like the new series. There's all kinds of new Looney Tunes shit. Are they taking him all the way out? Like he's gone all the way canceled, or just old Looney Tunes rapey Pepe Le Pew?
Nobody tell him about fucking Celebrity Deathmatch or South Park.
Great show. My friend wrote for that show. My friend
Celebrity Deathmatch is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
It was great.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
It was a great show, though.
That was a great show.
Yeah. I wish they would bring it back. Shut up.
Well, we're all the same age, bro.
Podcast. Listen, I said we could do this. It would take a little bit of effort, but like Celebrity Deathmatch, because I've heard other people do this. I think maybe
do it in real life.
You could do it in real life. I'm not an animator, but to do it like an audio sense, like you would just make up the two people fighting and then commentate it like a fucking UFC thing. You'd be like, oh, and then Elvis Presley pulls out his giant peanut butter sandwich and cracks him in the head.
Right.
Like,
you could definitely take some work. You could do it.
Yeah. If I remember right, people would get killed by like giant dicks and stuff sometimes. Like,
it was always a gimmick. It was something associated to that, and there were commentators. So at the end of the day, if you just listen to the commentation, maybe beefed up a little bit, you could definitely get the gist of what was happening.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I made that comment when coronavirus came out and was hitting all the celebrities. I said new form Celebrity Deathmatch or something like that.
Loser has to lick a fucking handrail.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we did it, gentlemen. I appreciate you both coming on. I love you and I missed you.
Oh, it's good to see you,
man.
Buddy.
Yeah, man.
You're looking great. You're about to get some springtime up there in the Rocky Mountains.
We'll see what happens. It's supposed to be the worst storm of the century this weekend, so we'll see.
Adam, did you know Ben is an ice road trucker? He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like many, many months of the year. And that baffles my fucking mind, man.
In a giant bomb.
I'm glad that you're safe and you're doing well, and please keep
doing that is fucking nuts.
Pay for them goddamn trucks, you homo.
Yeah. See what happens. I before the show, we were talking about working on myself and stuff and entrepreneurism and all that thing. So I'm hoping for a better future and some side hustles and that nature. Speaking of side hustles, I was thinking about going into perhaps the marijuana area. And it just passed the House today for Wyoming. So it goes to the Senate. We'll see what happens.
Ain't going to do you any good. You drive for a living, fucker.
Like I said, side hustles.
About growing and selling.
Oh,
doesn't mean I can't sell it.
Yeah, you're right.
And if it works out, I could just change jobs, and then I could definitely smoke it if it's something I'm selling.
Hey, in PA, I have the legal weed card. I mean, it's a bullshit. It's bullshit. How you have to apply for the permit to grow. Because here's what it is. You could apply to the PA government to grow, and it costs a substantial amount of money, a lot of money,
it's
$25,000.
By the way, and just
it's not. But here's a kicker. Here's a kicker at PA fucking state law. They go, it's $25,000 to apply for that permit, and you go, oh, so when I apply for that permit, I get it, and they go, no, you might not get it. We just say the $25,000.
Oh,
no matter what.
Lottery? They put you in a fucking drawing?
No, they just get to pick and choose who they want, and then and here's the problem: there's not enough growers for the amount of people who have weed cards. So there's
Yeah,
like
we have
sometimes
that
like
here.
shortages
How many
because they don't
showers
want to
are
give
there?
more grower license. I don't know, but they don't want to give more growers licenses because the state's garbage. But whatever, you know.
Adam, you want to hear something real crazy? So how long have y'all
Yeah.
had the legal stuff up there in PA or whatever?
2 years,
2 years. So it's about the same as us. I think we got up at the same time.
3 years,
So,
yeah, around there. Yeah.
so that we have the same problem here. There's not enough pot for the people that have the cards. So what's crazy is they only give out so many, and there's only so many growing facilities here. And then like right next door, my buddy's in Oklahoma, and they got theirs like a year or two before us with the thing. And I don't know how exactly what happened, but it was like some crazy ass laws got instated over there because they were trying to get it through, and the people kept shooting it down. And then they made like a last ditch Hail Mary thing, and they passed it, but they got like one rule in there that was weird to where like they had a whole bunch of people that were able to grow it. So like I think we've got 14 grow sites here. There's literally 1,000 in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Right. So that's crazy to me. Like the weed laws, pot in Oklahoma is like $25 a quarter. It's cheap as shit, and it's like for $70 a quarter here.
That's how it should be, though, because not to make this up. I know we gotta go.
But I can't go to Oklahoma
libertarian.
2 hours. I can't go 2 hours up the street. I could, but I can't go there with my Arkansas card if I had one hypothetically, and buy the shit and then bring it back here and risk not getting caught because I could get in a lot of fucking trouble.
They won't sell it to you anyway.
Well, they won't. No, you have to get a pass, and it's
well, they'll sell it in Colorado. I mean, we can go up to Colorado or Nevada.
Well, it's completely illegal though.
Yeah, but then drive back with that.
We're about medical.
Drive across 5 states with that. You'll lose more than your card if you get caught with that.
Well, not right. In other words, like I can't go down to I can't go to New York. Just passed legal weed, right? Or they have it now. They've had it for like a year. I can't take my PA card to New York and be like, well, I'm PA, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. We're not giving you weed, bro. It doesn't matter. Like I need it. Yeah, whatever. It's all dumb. It's all bullshit. But yeah,
I think it should be connected. I think that's fucked up. That I can't go to another state and fucking get the shit. That's crazy.
My wife has definitely done that.
Yeah. Well, you save your jars. That's the whole point. Keep all your jars. Go get the shit, fill it up, and bring it back in the right fucking jar. You know what I'm saying? But
again, not to make this a libertarian thing, but like it is true where it's occupational licensing bullshit. It's just only for government to make money, right?
Adam, I voted for her, dude. You ain't got to sell me anymore. I voted Joe Jorgensen. I got you, dude. I just, it sucks. I got to play by the rules.
She really wasn't that great. Well, whatever.
No.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I'm starting a new podcast called The Porcupine. It's a libertarian podcast. I'm starting next Tuesday. I'm recording my first episode. Check that shit out if you want to listen to me talk about politics.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. You were trying to wrap it up.
I was going to say, no, you're fine. I spent 3 hours on YouTube watching the House pass that today and listening to all the testimonials and stuff. Passed 6-3. So it's going to the Senate. But yeah, I mean, this is the first time I ever watched anything of that nature. And I started watching it and I was like, I have been watching this damn thing for 3 fucking hours. Why am I still here?
Dude, that congressman from Nebraska was like, weed's gonna kill your children. I was like, shut the fuck up.
I just saw that.
I also
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I had another idea in that realm. I think I'm going to start a store that sells dick pills and call it the Wyoming Growing Association or Wyoming Grow Association.
WGA.
They already have a store called that. It's called a gas station.
True. Where can people find you guys?
Tell them where to find your stuff, Adam Nutter.
At Adam Nutter on Twitter and Instagram, and Adam Nutter Comedy on TikTok and Facebook. And check out my podcast, Cult of Us. That's available everywhere. That's my main comedy podcast I do with the great Neil Wood. I also do a sports comedy podcast called Slapstick Sports. I do the great Garwood Continues podcast with Doug Cox, Mike Fowler, Tim Hines, and Mike Aaron. And then I am starting my other libertarian podcast, The Porcupine, which will be available all on Drop Tent Media Network at droptent.com. Go check out all those great podcasts.
Yeah, and you can find him on literally any other podcast on Twitter.
For sure.
Adam's everywhere.
Well, baby.
You should change your handle to Adam is everywhere.
Well, I was a podcast whore.
Jodie B, that motherfucker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You can find me on the internet. Google search Po Boys Podcast if you'd like to listen to the show, at Po Boy Pod on Twitter. Also, go to biobidet.com and use promo code POBOYS.
True.
Use the code, save 10%. Get yourself a bidet and clean your asshole like a gentleman, like a civilized member of society. You'll save on toilet paper and it's better for you. So
I never even got to the sponsors for myself,
Oh,
but you guys
man.
know where it's at.
Neil likes the one you sent him.
Ballwash.com, STM Pod.
I need to
Lube.
get some of that ball deodorant from that place, Ben. I need to figure that shit out. My balls are just always, they don't stink, guys. They just smelly. Like my balls are just smelly. I need something I can rub on there, or some squirt. Yeah, something like that. Like a little right on the old bean bag, I think would help out a
Yeah,
lot.
sack spray. It says neutralizes odor.
That's what I need,
That's
dude.
what
It's
you
not
need.
that it smells bad. It just smells. And I feel like my balls shouldn't smell
It's
like
like
right
funk.
out of a shower, but I'll be standing there fucking, itch it. And I'm just like, man, what the fuck?
Well,
I
save
smell-
yourself 15%.
I
That's
fucking might. I'm gonna spend some of my Joe Biden bucks for some ball cologne. That's
There
gonna
you
be
go.
my fucking birthday present.
Oh,
to
that's
myself.
your own money you're spending, but it's fine. Again, check out the Porcupine if you want to hear me bitch about that.
You can find us everywhere at STM Pod. If you're listening to this, you probably already knew that. DrummerCityProductions.com. Check out all the shows on the network. Never Been Funny for my personal shit with one E. Check out Randy, even though he wasn't here. Randy Gardner Humor on TikTok and all the things.
And also Time Out with Michael.
Yes,
Time Out
that's
with
behind
Michael.
me. He put that up for his show this week, and I just was too lazy to take it down.
You guys have joint custody of the fucking studio. That's nice.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm going to do? All right, some inside baseball
You have
for
a merger?
the people that are still here, I guess.
Frame him for murder.
Yeah. No, what I'm going to do, and I already talked to him about that,
A child's butthole.
is I'm going to hang a TV right here so we can just swap out whoever's podcast.
That's
just put a
what we
USB
have in our
in.
studio. Just
Yeah.
one
Cool.
TV. Well, we have two TVs. We have the one TV that everybody can see, and that's exactly what we have on. So
Yeah.
for the computer, it just whatever profile is on there, it just goes to
Little
that.
photo guy. Throw
Yep.
up an MPEG or some shit.
That's the plan. Yeah, I mean, you can get like a 42-inch on a classified for like $40.
Hell yeah.
Dude, our
TVs
TV
aren't
were
expensive
dirt
anymore.
You
cheap.
should just green
got 'em.
screen the whole thing, guy. Just get you a big green sheet.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
That's what
Nah,
I would
TV.
do.
Use
Fuck all the
TV.
bullshit, dude. Nah, look at that.
TV.
Adam, look at it. They can hang that shit. You might gotta weight it down there in the corner. Green screen that whole shit.
TV.
Yeah, you're
You're
probably
never
right.
gonna use it. You never use the green screen. Just get the TV.
That's what we do. Yeah,
Wait, I
and
said
then we
green
can just
screen. I said get a green sheet.
we won't have to have anything.
Yeah,
like
you never
this.
use it.
We'll just change your graphics
Get
out.
TV.
Whatever.
Totally get a TV. Totally worth it.
He's gonna
Yeah.
break it.
I'm looking at you on a TV right now. It's not broken.
Yeah, because it's in front of you, not behind you.
All right. Well, that's it.
Hey guys.
Thanks. Until next week, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, love you guys. Be
Eat my
safe.
shit.